glad to welcome the august gathering of Your Excellency, Mr. Satish Sevan, the Consul General of India in Dubai and Northern Emirates, Your Excellency, Ms. Mahal Gargabi, the Vice President of Business Policy Advocacy, Dubai Chambers, the Chairman, the Board of Governors, the members of the occasion celebrating good governance. May I request the music tune? Otherwise, if I get the music pitch, I can start singing. And yes, it is a day of good governance, and the music will be followed for all the celebrations. As we all are aware that Indian Business and Professional Council Dubai stands as a beacon of entrepreneurial spirit and professional excellence, fostering robust economic ties and cultural exchange between the nations India and the UAE. Today, we are assembled to take this legacy forward and celebrating the good governance. May I request Ms. Setu Suresh Kumar to greet a welcome gift to Ms. Uma Parvati, Mrs. CG. There is a famous saying that women's first. So the order was different when I wrote, but when I saw, it came right to left. So herein, I again request Mr. Suresh Kumar, the chairman, to welcome Her Excellency Ms. Maha Al-Gargabi. And I request Mr. Siddharth Balachandran, the designate chairman, to welcome our Consul General of India, Dubai. Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. IBPC is continuing the championship of excellence and exists as a cornerstone of business diplomacy. Through its members, leaders, board, patrons, I would like to invite the entire representation today, whose visionary leadership is paving the way for prosperous future. So I request Mr. Suresh Kumar to come on the stage, the chairman, the founder of Tricolor Values Group and chairman of IBPC Dubai. In the same sequence, I also request Her Excellency Ms. Mahal Gargabi, the Vice President, Business Advocacy of Dubai Chambers, to come on the stage. I also request Your Excellency Mr. Sri Satish Sevan, the Consul General of India to Dubai and Northern Emirates. I request Mr. Mohan Balrani, the Governor, IBPC Dubai. I request Mr. Siddharth Balachandran to come on the stage. I request Mr. Surinder Kandhari Sahab, the Governor, IBPC Dubai. Mr. Paras Sahab, please accept my request and come on the stage, sir. Likewise, I request Mr. Sunil Sinha to come on the stage, sir. I also request Mr. Ramesh Mahalingam to come on stage. Thank you very much, the dignitaries. And now to take the forum forward, may I request our beloved, respected, honorable Mr. Suresh Kumar, whose torch-bearing leadership and the proactive initiatives has played a pivotal role in strengthening the bilateral relations, promoting trade, and empowering the Indian business and professional community in the United Arab Emirates. So I request Mr. Suresh Kumar for his opening remark. Thank you.
Thank you, Sahityaji. I didn't realize we were going to compete against the World Cup, and I'm still impressed by the number of persons who, I think we were helped by the rains that have delayed the match. So we'll try and wrap this up. I think celebrating good governance in IBPC is a good theme. And it's also the backdrop to an orderly transition to a new governance board. Some of them are existing members of the governance board, and there are 5 new members who are joining it. So it's time for celebration. The reason why I say it's celebration is, for me, there's a little bit of nostalgia, there's a sense of accomplishment, there is certainly a keen desire to ensure that IBPC remains the resilient, versatile representation of the Indian businesses and profession in Dubai, in the UAE. And the journey has been 21 years old. It's a little bit more than 21 years old. In fact, if I go back down memory lane, originally there were 3 business councils in Dubai way back in 1997, 98, when I was traveling with His Excellency Obaid Al-Tahir to Munich, along with now Lieutenant General at that time, Colonel Daik Alfan. And during the conversation, it was mentioned that Dubai Chamber would henceforward be the regulatory body governing business councils. And he said, your nationality, for that matter, any nationality will have only one business council. So it's time to bring the 3 organizations together. So that was the backdrop. And of course, it was easier said than done. Individual egos and institutional egos come into play in all such matters. So which of the 3 would be? So we finally, after much toing and froing, we got the 3 together as an apex body, and then it was licensed by Dubai Chamber in the year 2003. So looking at those timelines, in 2003, ESG was not the buzzword that it is today. Good governance was not widely expected, especially in not-for-profit organizations, business council, and the like. And so the initial constitution reflected an amalgam of the 3 business councils that got together. Since then, the journey has been as strong as the progress that Dubai itself has made in many respects. It reflected that progress. And in the year 2018, I got a call again from Dubai Chamber, this time to say that, look, the business council that you helped set up in 2003, we seem to have some challenges. And those challenges are well known. I don't want to dwell on them. But what was clearly evident was that good governance, governance structures, an executive committee, as efficient as you would find in large business organizations, was absent in IBPC. And that was the first task that was addressed. And we created a 2-tiered structure, namely an eminent governance board with strong independent members representing different segments of the economy and persons of good standing. And so there was a fit and proper criteria that was developed, and good, eminent governors were chosen in 2018. In a few months thereafter, we had elections, and we created an executive committee. We structured IBPC along focus groups representing different business clusters, whether it is banking, financial services, insurance, accounting, auditing, assurance, transportation, shipping, logistics, and a huge number of economic sectors that were chosen on the basis of Dubai's own strategic plan, the segments which are important from Indo-UAE relationship, economic and trade relationship, and reflecting generally the strong membership that we had in these segments. And so these focus groups have since taken a good, strong, vibrant turn. Some of them need to be strengthened further, and so that's an ongoing progress journey, as it were. So to cut a long story short, good governance has become very, very important in all organizations. An independent audit committee, as we now have, independent committees focused on social responsibility, community social responsibility, ethics and compliance, and membership growth, etc. I think all of these help to strategically address the imperatives that are needed to create a vibrant organization. In all these matters, we couldn't have done it without strong support from the Dubai Chamber, our regulators, and a very close working relationship and support from the Indian consulate here in Dubai and the embassy in Abu Dhabi, the ambassador and the consul general have always been supportive in terms of making sure that IBPC is working in close tandem, achieving the objectives of both of the host country, i.e. the UAE, and particularly Dubai, the Emirate of Dubai, and the home country, naturally, in India. And that fine balance has been maintained. This period has been clearly a remarkable golden period, the last 10 years, in terms of the relationship between UAE and India. And IBPC has endeavored to be a catalyst for strengthening this relationship going forward. So with these words, let me welcome you all and thank you. And I would also like to thank my fellow governors on the Board of Governance. All of them have contributed immensely, and I hope this tradition will continue and strengthen in the years ahead. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you, Suresh ji. Someone was saying that if Sahitya is there, whether any Shairi is going to come or not. And I can say in the favor of Suresh ji, कि काम करो ऐसा कि पहचान बन जाए. काम करो ऐसा कि पहचान बन जाए, हर कदम चलो ऐसा कि निशान बन जाए. यहाँ जिंदगी तो हर कोई काट लेता है. यहाँ जिंदगी तो हर कोई काट लेता है. अरे जिंदगी जियो ऐसे इस कदर कि मिसाल बन जाए. जिंदगी जियो इस कदर कि मिसाल बन जाए. Thank you so much, Mr. Suresh Sahab. I am really thankful. Your vision, your dedication, your resilience have set a remarkable example for all of us, and in spite of many adverse situations in the past, we are deeply grateful for your unwavering support and inspiring the leadership. I request at this occasion Mr. Eugene Mane, the founder and CEO of TriStar Group of companies here, to come on the stage. And I also request Ms. Jayashri Gupta, the advocate, the lawyer, to come on the stage and take her seat here. I request Mr. Ramesh Ramkrishnan, the chairman of Transworld Group in Dubai. And I also request Sri Dinesh Kothari ji to come on the stage. It's the day of celebration. But yes, the celebration of governance, the respect, the honors, the thanking notes. And yes, we have to give some time for meeting and greetings. As the point comes as governance, our regulator, Dubai Chambers, the representative today is none other than Her Excellency, Ms. Maha Al-Gargawi. She is Vice President of Business Policy Advocacy. Her insights, guidance, unwavering support have always been instrumental in all our success for Indian Business and Professional Council. I request Your Excellency to come on podium and give your remarks.
Thank you very much. I don't have a speech prepared, and I'll speak from the heart. And I think, the 21 years, right? You said 21 years. If anything, today we talk about the theme of governance. And I think IBPC, the Indian Business Council, sets the bar of governance very, very high, honestly. And I think it's because of the leadership of, the governors that you have that make it possible. And I think the Indian Business Council is nothing but a testament of the relationship that we in the United Arab Emirates and the city of Dubai have with India. I mean, at some point there were 3 different councils. If anything, that just shows the importance of, Indian businesses, but also the Indian community in Dubai. And I hope that through this council we can continue expanding our bilateral relationships between both of our countries. I hope that we are able to also tap into a lot of new sectors. Digital, tech, innovation, technology are all sectors that are very, very advanced in India. These are sectors that are emerging in the UAE, so I think there's a lot of lessons and a lot of experience that could be shared in that realm. And I think that, there's a lot of interest as well from UAE, Emirati-based companies. I'm sure His Excellency, the Consul General, sits through a lot of government meetings where, CEPA agreements and whatnot. There's a lot of interest for United Arab Emirates, for Dubai to diversify its trade links. Our trade link with India is very high. And I think, the numbers speak for themselves, but I think there's so much more that we can do, and there's so much interest from Emirati companies, from UAE, Dubai-based companies, to also explore and tap into different sectors within India. With that, I want to congratulate the IBPC Board of Governance for everything that they've achieved, for continuously setting the bar very, very high. And as Dubai Chambers, we are the representatives of the private sector, and we remain committed in sharing every successful milestone IBPC has. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We deeply appreciate your commitment, dedication, and advancing our mission and to make a positive impact. As you, without preparation, mentioned that the diversification, the progress, the economic, the cultural relations, yes, the person, the personality, the honorable personality whom I am going to invite now, a year back, in the statistics of Indian economic achievements, UAE had been 3rd largest partner. But with the presence of His Excellency, Mr. Satish Sivan, the UAE is the 2nd largest partner. And I will like to request Mr. Satish Sahab to come on podium and say his remarks.
I know Mr. Sahitya Chaturvedi is a poet, and the poets have a license to lie. But to give credit to the Consul General for the growth in trade, that's a bit too much. Your Excellency, Ms. Gargavi, Mr. Suresh Kumar, Mr. Siddharth Balachandran, members of the outgoing board, members of the incoming board, I've also not prepared a speech. Usually I come with a speech, but today I decided that let me also speak from the heart. I came here 8 months ago. I keep saying that I'm new to Dubai. I still feel I'm new to Dubai because I keep meeting new people. Every time I go for an event, I keep meeting new people, so I'll say I'm new to Dubai. But in my short tenure of 8 months, the kind of grounding that I have received through my interactions, my participation in events, the different sectoral focused engagements that IBPC has prepared, I think as a Consul General of India, I couldn't have asked for more. When I was in Delhi, when I got this appointment announced and I was reaching out to the known trade bodies, you talk to CII, I went to CII, I had a good interaction with them. I went to FICCI. FICCI was part of our pavilion in the expo. So I think, I thought I was covering all the bases, as one can say, regarding understanding India-UAE relationship. I come to Dubai and I'm in for a surprise. There is a huge population of accomplished business people who were here, whom I had not. I was told that the Indian community is quite vibrant, quite strong. They are the pillar of the relationship. But this was beyond imagination. All the esteemed people who are here, they had shown the courtesy, they had come, met me, given me an introduction into their work, brought me up to speed in the shortest possible time. As individuals, as a group, the IBPC board welcomed me, gave me again a good grounding on what is happening in the relationship. Now, as Mr. Suresh mentioned, I think it has been a very mutually beneficial partnership. The consulate, of course, is the face of the government. It has its own official engagements with the Dubai government, UAE government. But any effort that the consulate makes would come to a big knot if the industry doesn't respond, right? And the manner in which IBPC, the members, the industries which are the backbone of IBPC, you have been the foundation of this relationship. 20 years is the formal structure, but the way Indian industry has been the foundation of this relationship, on which we are building a lot of elements, a lot of new elements, a lot of technology-driven elements. I think a lot of credit is due to the people here and the people here. Thank you very much for all the great work, and it has been possible because of obviously elements of good governance that has been practiced under the guidance of Dubai Chambers. And as Consul General, I hope that the contribution of industry to further advancement of India-UAE partnership will be there. Today we have a trade figure of $85 billion. We have about 90,000 Indian companies who are operating in Dubai. And we have not even seen half of what is possible. And I think we have to come together as a community. We have to come together to make further development, further rapid development of India-UAE economic partnership possible across varied sectors. Recently we had a seminar or a session on local currency settlement, on fintech collaboration, on collaboration between UPI and the ANI platform in UAE. So I'm glad that IBPC is keeping itself in sync with the development in the relationship. But there is one thing that I would request the incoming board to focus on, is the fact that we need to attract more membership. Something that we can do. As I said, we have about 90,000 companies who are part of Dubai Chambers, Indian companies. Huge number of Indian professionals who are making Dubai as their base. I think we still have a lot of potential for IBPC to grow and expand, and I can assure that Consulate will be a partner in our joint effort in this regard. Once again, my best wishes to the new board which is coming in, and the sincere thanks from the bottom of my heart on behalf of everyone gathered here to the outgoing chairman and the board for the great work that we have done. You have obviously had large shoes that I'm sure the incoming board will find it difficult to fill, but with the people that I see, I'm sure they will do a good job of it. Thank you very much, and let us once again celebrate the great work that has been done. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for enlightening and as well as giving the target. Yes, and this shows nothing lie over here, was absolutely truth, that your leadership is significantly strengthening the bilateral ties, the cultural exchange, and the economic cooperation between India and UAE, as recently we evidenced when the executive director with the delegation of 6 high-profile delegates came to UAE, and we together, the consulate and IBPC, organized a knowledge session where how can we use the Indian path of the currency of the economy instead of routing it through the other countries in the foreign belt. Thank you so much, sir, and with heartfelt gratitude and invaluable support, we thank you, and again thank you. Now, as we all are assembled, we know that today we are celebrating the governance, and newness, the freshness in the governance which has come. I would like to invite with a warm welcome Mr. Siddharth Balachandran, the Pravasi Bharati Awardee, the Governor, and the Chairman Designate, going to be with effect from 1st July 2024 with IBPC Dubai, Mr. Siddharth Balachandran.
Thank you, Sahitya. I will not break the flow. I will speak from my heart as well. But coming after both of them, I may disappoint. Honorable CG, my friend Satish Kumar Shivan, Her Excellency Mahal Gargavi, my dear friend, the outgoing Chairman Suresh Kumar, my friends from the governing body who are transcending, they're not leaving, they're transcending to the mentoring committee, my dear friends who will hopefully become dearer during the next 3 years, the incoming governors, brothers and sisters, we are defined by our identities. And our identities, well, I think they are defined by something more, something intangible but intense. Now, this ideal may vary from person to person, from individual to individual. If speaking for myself, I think that intangible ideal that defines me is something that I had come across many years back, conceptualized many years back, but only I'm beginning to understand it of late. It's neo-patriotism. Simply put, a new kind of patriotism. It has definitely evolved from the old brand of single state, single country patriotism. But this is something more, meaning I am affiliated to India, my mother, of course. I'm also affiliated equally to the UAE. And most importantly, I am affiliated to the world, the only one we have. So you can't escape this tripartite affiliation. This, I guess, in a sense, is what they mean when they say I'm a citizen of the world. So this is what I would like to encapsulate into this. So this, my ideal. Being Indian in the UAE, trying to make a positive impact on this world, I think no other forum, no platform epitomizes this, symbolizes this more than the IBPC. So a big hand for ourselves. It is truly an honor to be associated with the Indian Business and Professional Council. Now, this was created in 2003. And the fact that 21 years have passed and it has only grown stronger and more powerful is a testimony to the DNA, the foundation. And the outgoing chairman, Suresh Kumar, who was there at the inception, and add the stalwarts who are outgoing, like Yusuf Bhai, Azad, Mohan Bhai, and Vijay, to the mix, you realize where this power is radiating from. The DNA was set right. So please, please let us recognize the great efforts, the sleepless nights, the blood, the sweat of the people who are outgoing, especially my dear friend Suresh Kumar. A big round of applause, please. You know, we can aspire to be world class, but to actually get there, and especially an institution like the IBPC, it helps a great deal when you have a regulator who's also world class. So it's very easy to emulate. So it is so heartening, and it becomes so easy for people like us. When we have a world class regulator, a licensing authority, the Dubai Chamber, who sets a great benchmark, but also ensures that we meet these benchmarks from time to time. So Your Excellency, Maha, thank you so much. What does one say about the custodians of one's family? For that is what the consulate and the embassy are to all of us. We have been blessed with great members of the diplomatic fraternity who have graced us with their presence historically. And Mr. Shivan is the latest in a long line of capable diplomats. Mr. Shivan, I look forward to engaging with you more intensely and trying to ensure that IBPC continues to be a relevant force in the India-UAE relationships. So thank you for your support till date as well. The membership fraternity of the IBPC has always been of high quality. So the honor of trying to engage and being able to engage with all of you is entirely mine. I only wish you feel the same in 3 years' time. So thank you for being part of the IBPC, and I look forward to engaging with all of you separately, at separate levels, but definitely over the next 3 years, we will have a one-on-one interaction, hopefully. It's an aspiration. Please don't hold me to this. Now, to my board, to the Secretary General, to the Executive Committee, to the managerial team, I would like us to move forward, and let me set the tone with an adage, which I firmly believe in. Purity of intent with clarity of action. God bless the UAE, God bless India, God bless all of you. Thank you.
मंजिलें क्या हैं, रास्ता क्या है, हौसला है तो फासला क्या है. I didn't hear the much clapping. Should I repeat it again, or should I say in different language, or translate it? With the respect of the time, I will not take that route, but I really thank you, Mr. Siddhartha. Your leadership will undoubtedly bring the fresh perspectives and insights to our organization. We look forward working closely with you, and I got the instruction the first meeting he said कि चतुर्वेदी जी अब सोना भूल जाइए. So that's the message, and yes, we are geared up. Now I would like to invite an influential global voice of business, excellence, innovation, quality, sustainability, and also the literature. None other than the director of Tata International West Asia and founder CEO of Ignite Excellence Advisory, our governor and designate vice chairman, Mr. Sunil Sinha.
Thank you, Sahitya ji, Excellency Satish Sivan ji, Excellency Mahaji, my fellow governors, ladies and gentlemen. My friend, he really surprised me, but I have to follow his instructions. I can only say that what a wonderful night we have here, celebrating not only the farewell of our esteemed, outgoing governors, chairman, but also welcoming the new ones. Tonight, we celebrate transitions. Tonight, we celebrate new beginnings. Tonight, we celebrate wonderful journey ahead of us. To our outgoing governors, chairman, Suresh Kumar ji, Dr. Azad Mupen, who is not here, Mr. Mohan Valrani, Mr. Vijay Malhotra, who is not here. Thank you very much for your guidance, and my dear friend Siddharth has spoken a lot about their contribution in shaping and advancing the agenda of IBPC. Thank you very much. You have set a very high bar for us to follow, and we promise that we will build on this strong foundation. We promise that we will take this foundation to next level of strength, what you have laid. So let's give them a big round of applause for what they have contributed. Let me now congratulate my very, very dear friend, Siddharth Balachandran, on his appointment as chairman of the Board of Governors of IBPC Dubai, and express my heartfelt gratitude for being appointed as the vice chairman. It's an honor and a privilege to serve in this role, and I'm excited about what the future holds. Thank you very much. And now to our incoming governors, Ramesh Ramakrishnan, Ramesh Mahalingam, Dinesh Kothari ji, Eugene Mend, and Jayashri Gupta. Welcome aboard. You are really stepping into big shoes and of outgoing governors, but I have no doubt that you will bring fresh perspectives, innovative ideas, and a renewed energy to our board. We are looking forward to working together. We are looking forward to achieving greater heights with you. So let's hope for an exciting next 3 years. Let's take a moment to reflect on the remarkable growth of Indian companies in Dubai. The Council General just mentioned that we have 90,000 companies, Indian companies in Dubai. And would you believe that over 15,000 new Indian companies have joined Dubai Chamber in 2023? I hope my numbers are correct, Maha. Yeah. Alone, in 2023 alone, contributing to the significant development of local economy. And this is indeed a testament of ever-strengthening relationship between India and UAE. Our trade has never been stronger, with bilateral expected to surpass 100 billion, Satish ji, in next few years. And that is a lot of zeros, 100 billion. This thriving relationship is not just about business. It's about culture. It's about shared values. As we move forward, our focus will be on enhancing these bonds. Of course, enhancing business, but these bonds fostering innovation, leading sustainability, and creating more opportunities for collaboration. So tonight is just not about formalities, it's about celebration, it's about camaraderie, it's about looking ahead with optimism. Let's celebrate the past achievements and the exciting future ahead with all of you. And probably more, we hope more companies will join IBPC. So thank you very much, all of you, for being here to make this night very, very memorable. Here is the new beginning, continued partnership, and future full of promise. That much I can assure from on behalf of Siddharth. Siddharth, very happy to, support you, and cheers, and thank you very much. And we need your support, we need your contribution, we need your participation. Thank you very much. Good luck and God bless.
Thank you so much, sir, for the influencing voice. Of course, you showed us the present, the past fact and figures, and the futuristic targets. Indeed. Now I would like to invite a diplomat by profession, but a businessman, the business leader by his passion and by his presence, the chairman of Nikai Group of Companies and the governing board in IBPC Dubai, Mr. Paras Shahzadpuri Sahab. So I call Mr. Paras Sahab to say a few words.
Good evening, friends. Namaskar. Assalamu alaikum. His Excellency, our Honorable Consul General, Mr. Satish, Excellency, Ms. Maha, my fellow governing boards, the past chairman or still current chairman till 30th of June, I guess, and the incoming chairman. Congratulations to the new board particularly, which is coming with a lot of energy and a lot of experience. And also thanks to the outgoing board. We are perhaps the 4 people who are still going to continue for another 3 years in our second term. I honestly resonate and echo the sentiments already expressed in great detail. I have been involved with the IBPC right from its inception in 2003, so it has shown its resilience of 21 years. In fact, further strengthened by the board, current board, and in fact, Suresh ji has been the guiding light since 2018. IBPC is at a very robust and very strong foundation, and I'm happy all the efforts which have been done by the board and headed by Mr. Suresh. So I must say that India and UAE relationship is, believe me, is ever at the new heights. The relationship which we are enjoying between the two countries is something extremely unique. Mr. Satish has been also the witness to many countries. I have been in the diplomatic life. I have never seen such unique relationship as exists between India and UAE. Lots of figures, $85 billion of bilateral trade, which is the third highest, still I guess, with China and US and China being the first and second. However, the relationship is simply growing. Very few people would know that this 90,000 companies have also invested here more than 90 billion US dollars of investments, including the investments done by the Indians in the real estate market. This is a very massive figure of 90 billion US dollars with $85 billion of bilateral trade, and I think with about 12 to 15 billion dollars of FDI by UAE, governmental and non-governmental sectors to India. This is a huge economic relationship. But beyond economic relationship, with the signing of SEPA and otherwise also, there has been a very comprehensive relationship in every single field, be that education. As you know, the IIT is setting up its first ever institution abroad. We have relationship and collaboration in space, in defense, in food security, in energy security, name it. We are having a very unique relationship. And this is an amazing relationship in which we are living. I must say that the host country, and particularly in the context of IBPC, Chamber of Commerce has been playing a very, very important role. Not that Ms. Maha is here, but I must say that the cooperation which we receive is absolutely unique. This morning, I attended some meeting hosted by Dubai Chambers, and they had invited the Minister of State, Her Excellency Ms. Mariam, of the Cabinet Affairs. And I was really very surprised to see the way she opened the conference and the meeting, simply inviting us, in fact, telling us what are the things which we want as business people and professional people. Nowhere I see the government people scraping and asking the business and the professional community to ask them what are the things which we further want to make this relationship still stronger and still more meaningful. And she came up with so many different ideas. We had long question-answer hours. We cannot even speak so frankly, even in the family, what we are able to speak here. This is very unique. And really our gratefulness and thanks to the UAE hosts who provide us such an amazing opportunity to come forth, see that both the community living here and the country grows together. They are taking us hand in hand with them, and I'm grateful to to such a support. You are living in an amazing country, absolutely amazing country, where we do not find such living conditions anywhere in the world. And I really mean it. Not in the West, where you can have still domestic support, which you never get it anywhere else in the Western world. Proximity to India, the lovely hosts here who are always there to support you with a big smile. So we are very lucky and fortunate to be here, and we must express our gratitude and thanks to our host, UAE. Thank you very much. And IBPC has a huge role to play, and I'm sure more and more membership should be there to really take advantage of this great economic environment which we are in. And I'm sure the next few years, with the new energy of Siddharth, who's just 1 year younger to me, and we are here to support him fully as members of the governing board to take this really economic relationship and, in fact, comprehensive relationship forward and to bigger heights. Thank you, and enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Paras Sahab, for the comprehensive and holistic approach within UAE and India bilateral relationship across the nations, boundaries, cultures, and the economies. Now, I will request a personality known for his CSR activities, the Governor of IBPC Dubai, Chairman and founder of Al Dubai Group, and Chairman of Eternity Technologies, RAK UAE, Dr. Surender Kandhari. Kandhari Sahab, most welcome.
Assalamu alaikum, namaskar, good evening. Your Excellency, Ms. Satish Sivan, Your Excellency, Ms. Maha Gargavi, Mr. Suresh Kumar, Siddharth Balchandran, members of the Board of Governors, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody spoke from the heart, so I thought I'd put my heart on paper. And so I made a small note because I don't want to make any mistakes. As you all know, we are gathered here to bid farewell to Mr. Suresh Kumar, Chairman, Mr. Yusuf Ali, Dr. Azad Mupan, Mr. Mohan Valrani, Mr. Vijay Malhotra, and to warmly welcome our new governing board members, Mr. Ramesh Ramakrishnan, Chairman of Transworld Group Dubai, Mr. Eugene Main, Founder and CEO of TriStar Group Dubai, Mr. Dinesh Kothari, an eminent educationist and a chartered accountant, Mr. Ramesh Mahalingam, Founder and CEO of Ideal Management Consultancies, and Ms. Jayashree Gupta, a very senior lawyer in Dubai who is sought after and she has no time for anybody, right? I welcome them all to the Indian Business Professional Council. Firstly, let us thank our outgoing chairman, Mr. Suresh Kumar, and board members. Under their leadership, the IBPC Dubai has flourished, achieving remarkable milestones and fostering a spirit of innovation, collaboration, and excellence. Their dedication, vision, and hard work have left an indelible mark on organization and community. A special mention must be made to our chairman, Mr. Suresh Kumar, whose leadership brought credibility, stability, and respectability to the IBPC Dubai. Thank you, Suresh. His unwavering commitment and strategy vision have been instrumental in shaping the council into a respected and influential body. Mr. Kumar's efforts have created a legacy that will inspire us for years to come. And behind his success is Ms. Sethu, who's giving all the support to him, right? You have all set a very high standard of leadership and service that will continue to inspire us. We are thrilled to congratulate Mr. Siddharth Balachandran and Mr. Sunil Sinha as the new chairman and vice chairman of IBPC. This transition was the visionary idea of Mr. Suresh Kumar, who aimed at passing on the mantle to the next generation, which was unanimously agreed upon by all of us. Their appointment signifies our commitment to nurturing and empowering the next generation of leaders, ensuring the continued growth and dynamism of our organization. We have full confidence in their ability to lead us forward with vision and integrity. Yes, Siddharth? I'll try. And Sunil. As we say goodbye to these remarkable individuals, we also embrace a new chapter in our journey. It's my great pleasure to welcome our new governing board members whose diverse experiences, innovative perspectives, and vibrant energy will undoubtedly drive IBPC towards the new heights of growth and success. To our new chairman and vice chairman and governing board members, we're excited to work with you, knowing that your talents and dedication will greatly enhance our mission and impact. Let us all commit to working together as one family to build a strong foundation laid by our predecessors, driving the IBPC Dubai to new heights. Together, we will continue to promote the interests of our members, foster professional growth, and strengthen the bonds within our community. We also want to assure the Dubai Chamber that we will cooperate with you in all spheres to grow the partnership of India and UAE. And we are all grateful to the ruling family who have given us all the opportunity to prosper in this country. And this has been the success story of a lot of Indians here. Thank you all for being here tonight. Let us move forward with enthusiasm, unity, and a shared vision of future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. कहते हैं ना दिल तो बच्चा है जी. So everyone spoke from दिल, and जिन्होंने दिल बाहर निकाल करके बोला तो दिल तो बच्चा है जी. But the talks are so senior and mature. Thank you so much for enlightening and giving a comprehensive overview. Even the insights of the board meeting what you guys had. May I request the most energetic and the most senior, the personality, Mr. Mohan Balarani, the governor of IBPC, founding senior vice chairman Al Sharabi Group, and chairman Arcadia Education, and also the chairman of Indian Club.
Mr. Sahitya, I did not know when I voted for you that I'm voting for a poet also. So we have got two in one. Your Excellency, Mr. Satish Sivan, Your Excellency, Ms. Maha Gargavi, friends, governors past and present, chairmen past and present, welcome. It has been a very enjoyable journey since last 6 years, working with the governors. We have worked with full collaboration, cooperation, and transparency and truth has been the basis of being together for 6 years without a conflict. IBPC has gone through good times, bad times, especially COVID. Our membership shrunk to almost zero. And then again, we had to revive. But we have been together in thick and thin. Talking of mentoring, we are moving to the mentoring group. A mentor, me being a mentor of the Al Sharabi Group, 45 companies, taken a back seat. Basically, a mentor thinks that he's there because he's wise. But in today's day and age, that's not correct. All the information which the young generation wants is there on the Google. What is really valuable, this is something true I'm telling you. I told my grandson, I would like you to be my mentor. He was surprised. He says, Dada, how can I be your mentor? I said, because what I know, you can search on the Google, but what you know, I can't. So reverse mentoring is the theme, the mantra of the day. And keeping this in mind, let me tell you a secret, inside secret. It was my desire, it was my wish that we choose Siddharth as the next chairman. And my wish has become true, thanks to the members of the Board of Governors. When you talk good governors, auditors, internal audit, systems, best practices, this, that, really, in reality, that is fine, that is okay. I'm not against procedures and this thing. But really what you need is love and compassion. Compassion when you communicate, compassion when you work, compassion within your family, compassion with friends. That is really what really matters. That is good governance. The biggest problem of the Indian, let me tell you, we all are here, the biggest problem of the Indian organization, especially the non-profit, has been, the biggest enemy has been conflict. Conflict, ego, that is our enemy number one. And we should make sure that there should never be a conflict. There's nothing which cannot be sorted out. There's absolutely nothing cannot be sorted out across the table. If you understand each other, and if you have the concept of service, that you are here, I'm the chairman of so-and-so organization, or I'm a governor to serve. And don't worry, don't look to the fruit of action. What am I getting in return? When you think, what am I getting in return, you cannot do your job well. So, without taking much of your time, I can keep talking without taking much of your time. I'll leave some time for the other speakers if there are any left. Thank you very much. Thank you, Suresh. And the outgoing governors, somebody just told me now that you will always be there and you are stepping down. I told him, sorry, I'm stepping up. I'm not stepping down. I'm not going to step down. That is what really matters. You have to step up. You have to be there, part of the team. And of course, the bond between India and UAE is very important, and we should make it stronger and stronger. We are here today. Today, I've been here for the last, I came 55 years back, and most of you, I would say 90%, 99% of you were not born. So it's a pleasure to be speaking. But I must not forget one thing. Suresh did mention about 3 organizations merging together. In 1999, there were 3. In 2003, they became 1. One of the organization, one of the culprit was the Business and Professional Council, which was part of the India Club, which was me. And the second person, a legend, who's sitting here, it would be incorrect if I don't mention his name, who created Overseas Economic Forum, Mr. Ram Bakshani. Mr. Ram, can you stand, please? Can you please stand up? Ladies and gentlemen, he has been the chairman of India Club, Indian School, Overseas Economic Forum, and he deserves one more round of applause. Can I have a glass of water? I'm asking for water, but I'm not thirsty. Let us raise a toast to IBPC. IBPC will thrive and survive and go places. Cheers. Cheers to IBPC. 3 cheers for IBPC. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Thank you very much.
Wow. Again, a big round of applause for Mohal Bandrani Sahab. The lovely definition of governance and the lovely and beautiful and honorable recognition who deserve it. Thank you so much, sir. And within a short time frame, and a big round of applause to the audience also. But no one is asking the why. The reason I know, but I am observing, because no one's phone is ringing still. Everyone's phone, I believe, is on silent. And I hope that if not on silent, request to them that they can keep the phone calls on silent. Because now, the second phase of the program is going to come, which is welcoming and introducing the new coming Board of Governors. On behalf of entire IBPC community, I am delighted to extend a warm welcome to the incoming board governors. I am sure their expertise, commitment are invaluable assets to our organization, and we are excited to embark on this journey together. So, in the sequence, I request my colleague, Ravi, so if we can introduce the slide for Mr. Ramesh Ramakrishnan. The Mr. Ramesh Ramakrishnan is a chairman of Transworld Group in Dubai, a seasoned entrepreneur who has transformed the Transworld Group from a shipping agency in Mumbai to an integrated and holistic global shipping and logistics conglomerate. He is a passionate philanthropist who supports various causes such as women's empowerment, education, health, rural development, and culture. So welcome, Mr. Ramesh, and we request you to come on podium and say a few words.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, to my dear friend CG of India, and to Suresh for giving me a chance to work along with stalwarts in this space. I just had a conversation with the incoming chairman yesterday morning as to asking him what's the sort of thought behind this whole thing. And in a joking manner, he said there's a lot of work to be done, but it has to be a lot of fun that has to go along with the work that we put in. A lot of speeches have happened here today. Many people have given a lot of ideas, thoughts, the trade, the number of companies here, the number of companies expected to sort of come in, the quantum growth, where we want to be. I think everyone has spoken everything in terms of the aspirations, where the Indian diaspora are today and where we want to be. All I can say before I don't wish to give a long speech, but all I can say is I'm extremely committed to work along with my colleagues, with Siddharth, and I certainly look forward to the senior mentoring group for us to keep the Indian flag flying high and working more closely with the community, with the fraternity, and all those who are involved. And thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to do this. I'm truly humbled. Thank you so much.
Again, a warm welcome. And now, I would like to introduce a name, Mr. Yuji Mani, the founder and CEO of TriStar Group in Dubai. The company was established in 1998, and he has evolved from a local road transporter into the Middle East's largest privately owned energy logistics solution provider. I was surprised when recently I visited their premise. TriStar has a global presence in more than 30 countries across the 5 continents. Mr. Mane has been listed among the top 25 most influential logistic executives in the Middle East for 7 years by the ITP Media Group. I request Mr. Yuji Mane to come on podium.
Thank you very much. I must confess that I penciled a few notes to help me along this evening. In fact, the only time I speak from the heart is when I talk to my wife. But generally, otherwise, I try to be prepared. Your Excellencies, Your Excellency Honorary Consul General of India, Your Excellency Maha Gargavi from the Dubai Chamber, and all the other senior dignitaries here. Ladies and gentlemen, I am truly honored to have been invited to serve on the Board of Governors of the IBPC for the next term, and I'm also equally proud to accept this honor and privilege. I might not look very familiar to many of you here that make up the IBPC fraternity today, but actually I have a long history of being associated with the Indian Sports Club and subsequently the IBPC, which was formed to support the Indian business community. I also served 2 terms on the managing committee of the Indian Sports Club, and I would like to think that the groundwork established back in the early 80s made the club to the premium institution that it is today. If you ask me how life has changed between then and now, I will say without hesitation that in addition to the magnificent infrastructure, that Dubai has witnessed since the early 2000s. The one striking change is that the pace of life has greatly changed. In my case, back in the 80s, we used to gather at the Indian Sports Club to socialize with friends and family. Most of us used to spend the better part of our free time at the Indian Sports Club. Those days we had time, and we spent it with friends and family, and mostly at the Indian Club. 4 p.m. to late hours a day, 7 hours a day was normal club time. In the last 25 years, I've struggled to visit the club occasionally. And today I see myself as a stranger to the institution I once called home. Today we have no time. And this I find to be the major change to life back then and now. Another important dynamic was the way business was conducted in the old days. Ethics, values, and morality in the local business community was extremely high. In fact, extraordinarily high. Once a commitment was made, it was made. No one went back on an agreement, even if it was made over a cup of coffee. Actions and transactions followed all verbal discussions, and the code of honor was never written down. But the flag was flown very high. Corporate governance was never even heard or talked about. In those days, business was about making a living, not about making a fortune. But people also took time to care of others less fortunate. Their actions made up building blocks of new communities, and they truly aimed to serve the needs of society. When they reached out to help the needy, it was called a donation. Today, social responsibility is labeled as CSR. And now, ESG is bringing in good governance to ensure that caring for society is less about products and profit and more about people, us, around us, and among us. I believe the incentive is very clear. Business will not survive in a world in which people don't. Corporates and institutions should not lose sight of their social purpose and what it means to be human. In closing, I join all of you in appreciation for outgoing members of the IBPC Governance Board, whose able steering has led this institution to where it stands today. And as has been said several times earlier today, as members of the new governing board, we have big shoes to fill. And while we may not have all the answers, it is our job to raise questions, attempt to find solutions, and aim to deliver results from the boardroom and into the broader world. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to serving you all.
From the boardroom to the broader world. Wow. Again, a round of applause. The tri-star, the tri-color, the commonality with the Tiranga, the logo of IBPC, the three colors what we have. And when it comes to stars, I can recollect poetry in very childhood time कि हम लाखों झिलमिल तारे हैं, पर गगन हमारा एक है, ये दुनिया जान ले, पहचान ले कि हम सब एक हैं. I will like to invite a very eminent educationist, but a chartered accountant. Mr. Dinesh Kothari is enriched with 50 plus years of experience of corporate entrepreneurship. He has established the educational institutions in India as well as in UAE and has been awarded for as Pride of India and also a very prestigious award, Mother Teresa Award. So welcome, Mr. Dinesh Sahab.
Thank you, Sahitji. Your Excellency, Satish Sivan, Her Excellency just left, my fellow members, and most importantly, the mentor boards of governors. We will not let you go. Please stay and guide us throughout our journey. In fact, when Sureshji rang me up about a month and a half ago and said, this is something coming, and one of the reasons he said, you're a chartered accountant, you want to make sure a balance sheet tallies all the time. I'll endeavor to do that. Governance, obviously close to our heart, being a professional and professional body. And last week I was at a function and I heard something very interesting about governance. We talked about successful businessmen, and then we talked of governance. So basically success is temporary, but what we need is reputation. But that will succeed us, that will live even after us. So the IBPC, what we are going to do is build a reputation that survives us, and therefore the next Board of Governors will talk about it, that what they received and what we are receiving from existing governors who will remain our mentors, who will remain our guides, is going to be very useful. I wasn't really ready to speak, Sahitji, will be honest, I did not know. But today morning I was at my school and we had a program, Accolades. And that's where a child, we asked them, what do you want to do, what you want to be? Somebody said, I want to be a scientist. Somebody said, I want to be a sports person. The youngest child said, I want to be a politician. And when he said that, I got up and said, one thing is for sure, our future is safe. Because if these children have that aspiration, 100% of life is safe, and tomorrow is going to be wonderful. I am privileged, I am honored that you chose me, called me to be part of this wonderful institution and serve the community where we belong to. And that's what we'll endeavor to do. And I'm so happy that Siddharth, you are going to lead us. And I'm going to have the privilege of working with all of you. And I hope that we can deliver what you expect us to deliver. That will be our effort, that will be our endeavor, that will be our commitment. And that's what we want to do. I won't speak long because I know there is a dinner waiting, because I've been here 50 years. If I start talking, I could do till tomorrow morning, the instances and the wonderful journey that I've had here. The best part is that we have 13,000 children whom we train and teach, and that gives you the biggest satisfaction. And that's what I've enjoyed in this country. I wish to remain grateful to people, to royal family, to the rulers, governance in this country, which has made us grow and made us realize what humility, empathy, and good governance is all about. Thank you very much, and look forward to working with you.
Most welcome, Dinesh Sahab. You gave the message that whether we should be a politician or not to become a politician, the mystery remains. And yes, the 50 years plus experience will give the proper analogy. And with the governance board, where we have seen the business people, the industrialists, the chartered accountants, educationalists, and now I will like to firstly introduce Ms. Jayashree Gupta, who is a dual qualified advocate and solicitor from England as well as India. And she is the founder of law firm. The name is very, very unique. And if you just start thinking, the name will come as think. But the think is in the house company. Think means in the house company, think. And she has made a think tank video blog as well. So many accolades, qualifications, and the experience are attested. But more than that, we will like to hear from her, the advocate, Ms. Jayashree Gupta as board member to IBPC Dubai.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening to His Excellency and Chairman and incoming Chairman. I'm delighted to be here. Obviously, I am the lawyer, and everybody knows me as the lawyer. So lawyers don't have any heart, I'm afraid. So I don't have much to offer on that accord, but I do have something in common with Mr. Chaturvedi here, which is both poets and lawyers are liars. So unfortunately, I'm always branded, and I'm always the bad guy in the room, and I'm always the bad guy you never want to be again. So I'm delighted to be here and welcomed so warmly by all of you. So thank you very much. When I was offered the role to take on the governorship, and it was a 3-year commitment, and I am very commitment shy of anything, my husband will tell you that, I thought about it, and I thought for a minute, and I thought to myself, who am I really? I'm a girl who was born in Bombay, and then I'm married to a person who is a great guy. He's half Rajput and he's half Banya from Lucknow. My mother is a Sindhi-speaking Punjabi. My father is a Gujarati who was super good Jain man, corrupted by my mother's family, who partied all the time. So I thought, gosh, I must have a lot in common with all of you. And I spent the last 30 years of my life in Dubai and in the UAE. So really, whilst I am very much a citizen of India, I am a citizen of Dubai, and I feel the UAE is very much my home. So another thing I know I have very much in common with you. And the last thing I would say is, I know everybody's talked about, all the numbers and everything, but in terms of, many of you might not know me, apart from that lawyer person, but many of you may not know me in the context of IBPC. Mr. Ram Bakshani will remember me, because I wrote the constitution when the merger happened between all the different societies. So I hope Chairman Suresh Kumar fixed all the mistakes that I made and made sure there was enough governance in that document. And then the next thing I did was I was the election commissioner, and you can imagine after that experience is when I actually disappeared. So I'm really happy to be welcomed back. It's amazing to see so many women here. There were times when I would walk into IBPC meetings and I was praying and hoping somebody would notice me and somebody would talk to me. So I'm glad those days are far behind us, and I'm going to work really very, very hard to ensure that many more of our Indian business community and many more of my friends and your friends and everybody joins the IBPC. Because the one thing that gave me great delight when I wrote the Constitution and I helped to write it was the fact that we had an amazing Indian diaspora who were the biggest contributors of building really this country. And I mean that. I have some extremely great clients who have, like you guys, been here for 55 years, 60 years. They tell me stories about the time when there was so little and they built so much and they contributed so much. So I don't think I can contribute even 1% of that, but I do hope I can work with the board and the mentoring board and learn a lot in the process. So I'm here to learn, I'm here to make friends with you, and I'm here to hopefully grow our business council, and thank you very much.
It was one speech, it was one paragraph, or it was one sentence? I am confused. So whether we should believe or not believe, because she herself explained that we are liars. Anyway, now the next person, last but not least, because after that there are beautiful and attractive musicians are here. I will like to request, whom we all know, IBPC, any member, I don't think that can say that we or I don't know Mr. Ramesh Mahalingam. Mr. Ramesh is a chartered accountant, 35 years of experience, and I think that's sufficient to say that he is the founding director of Ideal Management Consultancies. Mr. Ramesh, the podium is yours.
Thank you, Sahitya. Honorable Consul General Mr. Satish Shivan, Ms. Maha Gargavi has left early. Our outgoing chairman, Mr. Suresh Kumar, our outgoing Board of Governors members, all 5 of them, in fact, and the incoming governors, and last but not the least, members. First of all, let me compliment you on being patient listeners for the last 1.5 hours. This is a marathon, and none of you seem to have protested. I, for one, am going to keep it short because I'm conscious I'm standing between you and the music program that Shobhana has put together. Everybody, as Sahitya mentioned, everybody knows me. They know me as the election officer. I seem to have filled the post that Jayashree Gupta left. And I haven't figured out how to get out of it as yet. And so here I am, known as the election officer, but behind the scenes, I've had the privilege of working with the Board of Governors through the past 6 years that they have been on the board. So I've been doing various odd jobs, if you like, for the board and a couple of subcommittees as well. Now comes the real McCoy. This is the real thing, the real deal. We have a combination of age, experience, vigor, and rigor, all of it in the current board. And I consider it my privilege to be able to support and assist in any which way I can. And the most important element of our IBPC is the membership. We have about 525 members. And if you look at it at an average age of 50, that's about 25,000 plus man years, women years included. That's a lot. We need to, as Mr. Mohan Valrani said, bring that human touch. Or keep it rather. It's been there. Keep it alive. And if I could have a one-on-one with each member of our IBPC at some point in time, I'd consider my job done with a bit of added flavor. Yeah. With this, I look forward to keeping in touch with all of you and serving on the board to the best of my abilities, and look forward again to a great 3-year stint with Chairman Siddharth Balachandran in command. Yeah. Thank you all.
Most welcome, Mr. Suresh. Now, before we proceed to the musical band and melodious dinner, it's time to felicitate our chairman, the board, who are closer to their term. And we wanted to express our heartfelt gratitude for your exceptional leadership during and after the challenging times of COVID-19 pandemic, and also the adverse situations in the recent past, where your steadfast guidance, unwavering commitment have been a beacon of hope and stability for all of us. Under your stewardship, we have navigated through the unprecedented difficulties and emerged stronger and than ever. I request Your Excellency, Mr. Sati Sahab, and I request my colleagues to come, and the honor to our beloved Chairman Sahab, Mr. Suresh Kumar. I think we all should give a respect and stand up. Your Excellency, please remain. We will like to felicitate Mr. Mohan Balrani Sahab to the podium. Mr. Vijay Malhotra, Mr. Yusuf Ali Sahab, Mr. Ajad Mopan has given their best wishes, and we thank you all for listening and being with us. And now I will open the forum for the musical evening by Ms. Shobhana, Before that, I request all on the stage for a group photograph. I request Mr. Amitwa to give a brief introduction about the music orchestra, what in the leadership of Ms. Shobhana ji we are having today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me warmly welcome Ms. Shobhana. A brief introduction of her. A singer par excellence, a fantastic performer and MC with a witty, enduring style. Mr. Shobhana is all this and more. Winner of GTV Saregama International with over 10,000 shows to her credit, Shobhana has performed all over the world in various exotic destinations from Beijing to Bali and Bangkok, from Goa to Jaipur to
आपकी आँखों में कुछ महके हुए